This is part 2. Please check out part 1 to see what the scenario is about. Right, we're ready to start things off. This guy, he does have ranged. I was wrong. He's got a projector weapon. But anyway, he does have 3 actions. So he is going to spend his first action going in 5 inches. I already measured it. So going in to get the crate. Yeah. Second action, pick up the crate. And third action to exit the building. But that'll be a 3-inch move because he's carrying a crate. Right. So obviously these guys are pretty surprised, but obviously the alarm gets raised and all of their activation tokens goes in the bag, minus his activation token. So there we go. Let's put that by him. Okay. Right. Now the doo-doo hits the fan. Let's see who goes first. Right. Okay. It is the cyborgs. Right. So the first thing that the cyborgs are going to do is Hauser, because the Hausers were supposed to be keeping watch. So they're going to come running, or this one is anyway. So I pre-measured this, so 5 inches to here. He gets a free attack with a move. So that is a 7-up. Yeah, 7-up to hit the grey guy. That's a 4. That's a miss. Right. His second action. Let's put that there. Second action is to, yeah, let's say. Is he within 5 inches? If he's, or even 6 inches, if he's within 6 base to base, he can attack and get, that's it. So his second action to move up to base, and then he gets a bonus strong arm, +1 to attack, +1 power to attacks within 1 inch. So that means 6-up. 6-up for this attack. That's a 7. It's a hit. Boom. Okay. Let's see what happens then. Right. He has stims, so what he can do. Or actually what he's going to do is quickly inject himself with a regular Joe's coffee in the neck via his suit mechanism probe, and he gets +1. Oh no, it's +1 action point. I thought that was armor, sorry. Right, okay, 6-up. Oh sorry, he hit. So he rolled a 4 anyway to injure, and that means this guy carrying the crate is spooked. Let's get a token for that. Right, let's see who's next. Woo! Oh, it's the cyborgs. Right, again, Hauser number 2, because of course he was supposed to be keeping watch. He's going to, right, he can't. He can get to there. Can he see? Yeah, he can just about see around the corner. So he gets a free attack with an action. So he, or free attack with a move. Sorry, so that's a 7-up. It's a 7. See what happens. That's a 9. Oh dear, seriously injured. Right, let's lay him down. Oh dear, seriously injured. Second action. Let me see. Second action, he sees this guy on the roof with his heavy weapon, and he's going to stay in cover from these guys but shoot this guy at the top. So that's a 7-up. and he misses. Right, let's see who activates next. Okay, it's the Lunar Coalition. Right, about time now to go. They've had a hell of a time. So, Lunar Coalition mediator is going to run in this direction, spending both of his actions. Yeah. And the Cyborgs are going to invoke the Cyborg gods, which were placated by the building of the Gorgasm Arena, and that enables them to invoke a mega tornado and move this guy 10 inches in any direction, as long as it's not off the table. So let's put him right back. Let's put him all the way over it. Yeah, let's put him right next to this volatile terrain, super volatile terrain, in fact. Right, let's see who goes next. Right, it is the Cyborgs. So currently the Cyborgs believe that they can win this little skirmish, so they're not going to blow themselves up just yet. But we will have Grendel stomping bomb, 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 bomb all the way to the front door, pretty much blocking the door with his giant form, and that would be both of his actions. He hasn't got any ranged weapons anyway. Right, let's see who goes next. Right, it is the Cyborgs again. Okay, Toblerone, it's your time to shine. Right, first action is going to move out into the street, and for his second trick he's going to shoot at everyone's in cover except for this guy. He's going to shoot this guy, the guy that moved up to there from around here. He's going to shoot the guy that was moved by a tornado. Okay, right, that's a 5-up with 2 shots. 5-up with 2 shots. Let's do it. Wow, that was rather embarrassing. Never usually happens like that. Okay, so the Lunar Coalition are getting a bit desperate now, and they're calling upon the Elder Gods, who obviously one of them lives on the moon, and this means they can activate one enemy figure as if it was your own. Right, let's do it. So Jarlborg is in here. He's got 3 actions. So his first action will be to move up to the crate. Second action to pick up the crate. Third action to move out into the street with the crate. There we go. Both crates out in the street, and that has used up Jarlborg's activation. So let's take his token out of the bag. Where is it? There it is. Come on! There it is. Right. So his token is there. He can't go again this turn, which means he's out in the open, and the crate's there ready to be picked up. Right, let's see who goes next. Right, about time the Lunar Coalition had something to do. Let's have... so these guys haven't been, and this guy, heavy weapons guy, hasn't been. Heavy weapons guy, shall we thin the herd a little bit? Let's thin the herd a little bit. Let's have heavy weapons guy shoot. For the first volley of fire, he's going to shoot at Jarlborg here, and he gets 2 shots, and it's a 5-up. Okay, so 1 hit, and let's see what happens. Okay, rolling on the injury chart, that's a 4, so that is spooked. I believe he's immune to spooked because he's a Cyborg. Right, okay, next volley of fire, 5-up. Okay, that's a 1 hit. Let's see what happens. That's a 3. Again, that's spooked, which he's immune to. Right, that was pretty bad. That was bad, heavy mediator. Try better next time. Okay, next. Let's have these guys. Let's have Emissary, the blue gentleman. So the Emissary is going to shoot Jarlborg. Jarlborg is quite a big threat because he's got 3 actions, and that means he can start blowing things up. So Emissary, power 4, armor 4, so that's a 7 up. That's a 6 with his first shot. Second action, second shot, that's a miss. Oh dear. Okay, next, last one. It is Tereshkova. Tereshkova. It's this lady, the poster child for the Lunar Coalition. Lunar Coalition needs you. Okay, let's see what she's going to do. She's got power 3, 2 attacks per action, again against Jarlborg, and that is 8 up. 8 up. Right, that's 1 hit. Let's see what happens. He's dead. Jarlborg is dead. Jarlborg is dead. Wow, that is actually really quite good. I think now the cyborgs are gonna, now the leader is dead, they've got nothing to live for, they might as well placate the elder gods and blow up the whole place, taking some Lunar Coalition with them. Right, let's see what happens next. So she's got 2 more actions because she's awesome. So she's gonna go for the easy meat, which is Hauser. Hauser, so power 3 against armor 2. That is a 6 up with 2 shots. Second action, 6 up with 2 shots. Okay, so 1 hit. Let's see what happens. That's a 5. Hauser is crippled. Crippled. Da, 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 da. And of course, because they got nothing to lose, they're going to play the painkiller special rule, or mad card, which removes crippled or serious injury straight away. There you go. Consider that removed. There you go. Job done. And for her third action, that's a 1 hit. Let's see what happens. No getting out of that, I'm afraid, Hauser. Mr. Hauser, sir. And after that, I think we're going to play Irregular Joe's coffee. The coffee is inside the suit in a little pack, and there's a probe that goes into an orifice, enabling the direct insertion of coffee into the membranes, which means she's going to get an extra action. Let's do it. Which of course is shooting, and who's she going to shoot? She's going to shoot this gentleman here, which is Toblerone. He's got armor 5 though, that's a bit of an issue. Power 3, R5. That is a 9 up. That is a 9 up. Not sure I like that. That is a 9 up. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, no, didn't get it. I can re-roll a single dice, so let's re-roll this one. Okay, we hit. Let's see what happens. He's dead. Oh, MFG. Woo! That is insane. Wow, these mad cards are freaking awesome. Right, that is all the actions. That is all the actions. Right, that was literally the first turn of combat in the game, and it has been a little bit messy, but very good. And the cats are getting in on the action. They're spectating and cheering. I'm not sure whose side they're on, but there you go. Okay, second turn of combat. We have 3 fatalities on the Cyborg side. 1, 2, 3. We have the leader of the Lunar Coalition seriously injured in the middle of the street. Tokens back in the bag. Let's see who goes next. Oh, I forgot this token. This token goes back in the bag too. Oh, these tokens go back in the bag too. Sorry, I clearly wasn't prepared. All tokens all over the place. A bejazzlement of tokens. Right, let's go for it. It is the muties. Right, there are 2 muties left. I think we're going to get someone big and heavy, Grendel in fact, to move up to the crate with his first action. He's only got 2 actions. Second action, he's going to start playing with the wires and stuff. So that will move that onto a 1 action. As soon as this dice gets to 8, it's goodbye settlement up to this line here. Right, and let's see what happens next. Oh, let's put that by him. Right, so the Lunar Coalition are in cahoots with certain probe-happy alien species, and they're going to play alien abduction, which means I think we're going to take Grendel off the board to be heavily probed. He'll probably like that, and he'll return at the beginning of next turn. But that does mean oh, he's already been but he could go again because there are loads of tokens in here. So yeah, that's fine, that's a good idea. So he won't come back till next turn. Right, let's see who goes next. Right, it is the Lunar Coalition, and this guy is right here. Let's bring him up. So first action, let's go for the furthest crate. First action, so 2 actions to get up to the crate, third action to pick it up. Okay. Right. Oh, he doesn't have 3 actions, sorry. 2 actions to get up to the crate. That's it, that's it. Yes, no cheating, please. Next. Ah, it is the Lunar Coalition. Right, let's have. She's got 3 actions. She does have 3 actions. So 2 actions to get up to the crate. Third action to pick it up. Right. That crate remains at 1, by the way. So if that crate gets retaken, they just continue with that countdown. Right, next, Lunar Coalition. Right, let's have, he's in cover, so maybe you should move. Emissary, would you like to move? You can move 8 inches. I forgot about that. You can move 8 inches. Yeah, you can move 8 inches. But you've got to get 1 shot. Anyway, let's move him 8 inches. That's kind of about there. And then you're going to shoot Hauser. And that's a 5 up with 1 shot. So shooting Hauser, 5 up, 1 shot. How embarrassing. Next. Right, Lunar Coalition. It's the heavy mob. Let's try this guy, heavy mob. Heavy mediator shooting Hauser. He's got power 6 against armor 2. That's a 3 up. Has he got 2 shots? Yeah, 2 attacks. 3 up on Hauser. 1 hit. That's a 5. The Hauser is crippled. Second. Okay, 2 hits. That's a 9 and a 6. Seriously injured. Right. Excellent. Yeah, I don't think the Cyborgs are doing very well. Right, it is the Cyborgs, but they're all off the board. So we'll just continue pulling tokens. Yeah, Cyborgs. Lunar Coalition. Right, which does mean we reactivate someone, which will be her. She's going to reactivate. So she gets 3 actions, 3 inches per action because she's carrying the crate, and she's going to leg it, literally leg it to there. There we go. I'm taking that with her. Okay, next. Muties again. Muties again. Is that it? Is that it? Okay. Grendel returns. Bzzz. Suits you. Right, the tokens are back in the sack. Yakety sack, back in the sack. Right, it is the mutants. Grendel. Oh, Grendel. Do it. First thing Grendel's going to do is invoke the waste gods, which are now quite happy with them because of course the Gorgasm Arena, which was erected in their name, and of course that means this gentleman is going to be moved 10 inches away. Does mean I can't squash him, but yeah, let's move him 10 inches away. Zzz. Yeah, there we go. Right, and for his first action he's going to move up to the crate. Second action he's going to invoke. It's going to invoke the mechanism of the crate. Alright, next. Alright, this guy is going to risk life and limb. He's going to risk life and limb. He's got to move 8 inches, so he can move up in 1 action. Second action, pick up the crate with the dice, with the 1 countdown on it. Next, Lunar Coalition. Heavy mob. This guy is going to shoot at Grendel. Power 6 armor 4, 5 up on 2 shots. Right, that's 1 hit. That's a 6. 6. 6, 6, 6. Right, that is a crippled. However, because he's a Goliath, he ignores successful attacks on a D10 roll of 7+, which he doesn't get. So he is crippled. He is crippled. Crippled, I tells you. Crippled, I tells you. Right. Next. Try again. Okay, 2 hits. And see what happens with both of those. That's an 8. 8 is seriously injured. And there's no mad cards that can deal with that. So it looks like Lunar Coalition have saved the day. Freaking awesome. That was amazing. The story will continue. Wow. What can I say? Well, that scenario worked out really well. Very narrative. Not balanced, of course, as you'd expect in a real raid where the cops or the Lunar Coalition or the judges swoop in on a small gang. Of course, they're outgunned and outmatched, but because it's not a balanced scenario, like they could have probably winged it, blocked the doorway, and if they'd have set the bomb off straight away, then the Lunar Coalition would have lost. But anyway, feel free to use the scenario for Wasteman. Change it in any way you want to see fit. Switch out your miniatures. Good thing about Wasteman is you can use any miniatures. I used the official Thunderchild miniatures for this game, but in future missions I'll be using some other miniatures because I want to use the miniatures that for other games that I don't ever use, and I don't want to get rid of them. I want to keep them, I want to use them, so this is ideal. Also, the terrain, it is by Dark Ops, the MDF terrain by Dark Ops. The resin bits and pieces. Some of it is by Ainsley, some of it is by, I'd like to say, Crooked Dice. But anyway, and the road down the middle, that was Games Workshop, 1985 or something. Dark Future. Yeah, I might play that one day, you'll see. Anyway, watch this space. There will be more stories in this storyline coming in the future, probably next week. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment below. Cheers. Bye. Look, a hitchhiker. Let's pick him up.